trial, 5 COs. Number 7 Animated is a C1. Number 1 Emma Sheffield is a 3-year-old. Runners are all up on the gate. Orbison Castle about to get up into his position. The mobile still has about 200 metres to the dispatch point. Starting to pick up some speed. Come into the straight, not far down to the starting point. Green light goes on there, away over on the inside. Emma Sheffield hasn't got the most speed. Red Ruffy leads but is about to attack. Cops some pressure from House of Courage, but Red Ruffy giving a slap with the whip by Tony Peacock will go through and keep out House of Courage. Emma Sheffield is 3 back the fence. Off the fence at the moment is Prince of Dawn, doesn't want to be there. Orbison Castle is for the fence, but Prince of Dawn might fit in front of him. Then you've got to go back to second last is Tiger's Eye, and back at the rear is Animated. So they've sorted themselves out into Indian file pretty quickly as they swing into the back straight on the first occasion. And Red Ruffy, after getting the lead, slowed them down. House of Courage sits second. Emma Sheffield sits third. Now they're in Indian file, but coming from the back is Animated. Prince of Dawn is for the fence. Behind it is Orbison Castle. Back to the rear is Tiger's Eye, but will get onto the back of Animated. So at the 1500 metres, and Red Ruffy leads out by a length from House of Courage in second place. 3 back the fence is Emma Sheffield. Animated leads the outside horses up onto his back into a good spot now as Tiger's Eye. Second last is Toddy Matthews on Prince of Dawn, and bringing up the rear is Orbison Castle. They're at the 1200 metre peg or inside it. They'll come down and get the bell, and Red Ruffy's been in front from the outset. Behind the leader is House of Courage. Over on the outside is Animated. 1 out, 1 back, Tiger's Eye. 3 back the fence, Emma Sheffield. 3 back on the outside, Prince of Dawn, Orbison Castle. They bunch up out past the bell. They've got less than 1,000 metres to go, and Red Ruffy leads with Animated moving up on the outside. Behind the leader is House of Courage. 1 out and 1 back is Tiger's Eye. Animated puts it to the leader into the back straight, goes to the front. Red Ruffy hasn't got any more to offer at the moment. Animated strides clear by a length. Getting off the fence in third spot is House of Courage to give chase. 3 back on the fence. Then over on the outside is going forward Prince of Dawn. The others aren't doing much at the moment. Emma Sheffield's got back to second last. Animated as well out in front at the 500 metre peg. Red Ruffy can't do any better. House of Courage is battling away. Right behind it now is Prince of Dawn coming into it. But Animated is 25 metres in front of the other runners. They've got a bit of chasing to do. Orbison Castle's coming from the rear, will go wide on the turn. Red Ruffy can't go on. Animated's out by 30 metres. Getting up into second place is Prince of Dawn, and wider to Orbison Castle, and then Emma Sheffield. But Animated's in one trial, wins. He's down by 25 metres. House of Dawn battled on well. Prince of Dawn battled on well to just get second from Orbison Castle. Behind him, Emma Sheffield. Then it got to Red Ruffy. With it was Tiger's Eye, and dropping out was House of Courage.